Hey everybody, it's Mark here from Team Republic, and I'm here to explain the basic rules of 5M, aka GTORP today. And if you're interested in getting into 5M or GTORP and want to not only enjoy yourself but not get banned, then this video is for you. So let's get into it. And little disclaimer, these are rules based around economic servers, which are basically, kind of real life servers. So these are kind of, the general guidelines of it mostly. And most of them don't apply to zombie and PvP and free roam, but some of them do. So disclaimer over, let's get right into the 5M general rules that you will always have to follow. So having a microphone is probably one of the main things you want to get set up before you go into a 5M server. Obviously most of the servers like free roam and servers based around cars, you won't really need a microphone, but if you want to get involved in real RP and create characters and all that good stuff as we call it, having a microphone is quite a handy one. It doesn't have to be the best of quality. I've played with people who constantly have background noise going or sound popping, but as long as you have a mic, you're getting off in the right, I guess, start. Trolling is another thing. Trolling is not welcomed, and it's quite an easy way to get banned. This can be anything from saying, trick words over like a radio, or simply just, blowing up someone's car. Next, third up is metagaming. Metagaming is not permitted. It's kind of like basically using outside info that you got maybe a Discord or someone's stream to use to your advantage in game. Like say you're watching your favorite streamer streaming on the 5M server, and then you go over and you go over to them. So that's metagaming. Power gaming is also another one that can get I get a little bit confused with metagaming. Power gaming is using game mechanics to your advantage, like saying /me on top manages to get out of tie and shoots person, making it unfair, not unjustly, I guess. And AFK, there's usually a waiting period of 10 minutes. If you're going to be away for more than 10 minutes, then I suggest you leave the server, or maybe do something like /me goes to bed. You'll hear me say /me and /do. Those are like commands where you don't physically say what you're doing, but you type it and say like the little chat they have. You go /me goes to bed for 11 minutes, and that'd be like, making people understand without you having to say you're going to bed. RDM is a random deathmatch. Do not do this, as people get very mad at this. It's basically, it's recreating GT Online, so don't do that. Killing people without initiative. If say like they killed your cat or they killed your wife and you actually had the backstory behind it, that'd be fine. But if you're just gonna kill someone, like run them over or shoot your gun at them, boot it off the server. Now there's also RVDM, which is random vehicle deathmatch, and that's just blowing someone's vehicle up. So that's not very nice. Now police can do this in police chases as part of like a pit maneuver. And going on to number 8 is breaking RP. When in game, you must never break character unless spoken to by an admin or staff. There are literally no exceptions to this. If you break RP, even if you're new, it will be frowned upon. So this is why this video has been made, so you don't get frowned upon. Combat logging. Combat logging is when you die and you combat log. So you basically leave the game. So you're trying to not die. That's not allowed, so don't do that. Combat storing. Combat storing to avoid being robbed or arrested is not permitted. So say the cops are coming, and like you metagame that the cops are coming, and then you go store your weapons so they won't confiscate it. That's not allowed either. And we're getting to the last of it here. Using chat. A lot of servers, you can see in the top left here, have like a chat. So try use that in the most respectful manner. Don't say anything racist or mean, like F you or something, and try use it only when necessary, so you don't break immersion too much. And another thing, this isn't really a rule, more like a general knowledge. You can use visual mods, so obviously don't use something like a trainer menu where you can spawn cars and shit like that, but you can use visual mods, so that'll like enhance your game. Last thing, some servers do have drugs, some don't. Personally, I'd be very careful around selling drugs in econ servers, because the scripts behind that, they're very figgity, jiggity. So they can be exploited quite easily. So even if you're not meaning to exploit the server, you actually might be exploiting it. I recently, actually, one of my friends came across this problem. And last, NPC farming. In some servers, NPCs tend to drop weapons. So if you are in that situation, try not to farm it too much, because first of all, the cops will come get you. Second of all, you'll probably have to go through an admin sit. And those are the basic 5M general rules. But along with that, I decided to go with something a little bit more in detail, which is the 5M character rules. So, 5M character rules. There isn't much of them, but they are quite important. So, malicious attacks or sexual roleplay, better known as ERP. Try stay away from this. It's like role-playing sexual assault or non-consensual touching and rape and stuff like that. It's not very nice to go through, but the unfortunate fact is you will probably deal with it in some of these servers, so try not to do that. Second rule, value your own life. Valuing your life is crazy important in servers. Seriously, if you're just willing to go into a freaking, you know, a gun fight where, you know, you've crossed someone and you're nervous, like, you have to value your own life. So you need to put yourself in the shoes of the situations and say, would I do this in real life? And if I would I be scared? Valuing others' lives. Now, obviously, you know, if you're a biker or a drug dealer, you mightn't really care for other people's lives. But if you're a normal civilian with a normal job, you know, you're probably gonna value other people's lives. So try keep that in mind. Fourth off, being a terrorist. Terrorist roleplay, I can almost tell you, in every server is not acceptable under any circumstances. Now you're probably wondering, why is this? You know, everyone can take a funny joke and everything. The thing is, with roleplay, a lot of people are from a lot of different places, so you might offend someone who is involved in a terrorist attack or something like that. They might have had a family member die in a terrorist attack, so it's probably better to stay away from that altogether. Animal skins. Most servers do have a V menu, which allows you to spawn any pet in the game. The problem with this is some of them have animal skins still on them. Most servers don't allow you to do animal roleplay, so just stay away from that altogether. Nudity. Character models, with some of them have nudity, like one or two of them, you know, the cult members, stay away from those. Impersonation of emergency service, cops, you know, medical, mechanics, military. I wouldn't really call it mechanic emergency service, but I still jotted it down here. Try not to do that. Most servers have specific whitelisted roles, which means you have to apply for them in their Discord. So, you know, try to stay away from that. Character death. Now, there is kind of something called a PK, which is like a person kill. It's basically what it means, permanent kill. Sorry, not person, permanent kill. And with some servers, once you die, or in some situations when you die, some people could say /kill or /me shoots in the head. We've already discussed what me means. Now, basically, what this is it means in short words that your character's dead and really can't do anything unless you come with some smart roleplay, like maybe the medic's done something or maybe he was moved somewhere. Number 9, the new life rule. If you were declared dead, you cannot return to a situation you were involved in, nor can you partake in it for 15 minutes. So the past 15 minutes leading up to your death, you forget about those. New life rule. Death avoidance. So, you know, passing money or weapons as you're about to die to save money is not permitted, as it avoids the death system. So don't do that. And then the last one is no string robbing players or stores. So don't, you know, go from store to store, bank to bank robbing people. Like, it really doesn't matter if you've like a storyline between it, like we are like the Backstreet Boys and we go from store to store and backstreet to backstreet robbing places. Just don't do it, okay? It takes the fun out of it. It puts pressure on the cops and the staff. So try not to do that. Now that's just basically a simple run through of all the character rules and basically the general rules that you will face in 5M. I will be uploading more videos onto the Trop channel about making your own character, what's acceptable, what's not acceptable, and the usual combat guidelines between everything. So I'll be doing a lot of stuff to do with 5M, as I've been playing it a lot lately, and other reasons. You know, it's a good good place to start off with. I know a lot about it, and personally I feel that if people got into it more, they might enjoy it. But one of the things that I find that puts people off 5M is sometimes it can be confusing. Sometimes things are made unclear. So the intent of this video is not to upset you, or it's not to confuse you, it's to inform you about this stuff. So next time you join a 5M server, next time you play a video game in GTRP, you'll be able to, you know, make sense of it and being able to enjoy it to the best of your capabilities. Anyway, I've been Mark from Trop Gaming. You can find me over on Twitter or YouTube or Twitch at 8% Honest. And make sure to have yourself a hell of a good day. And remember, stay honest. And another good thing, check Trop out on all the platforms. Trop TV or the Republic of Players. And you will be in for a hell of a time.